Hi, if you're here and you've landed on this YouTube page and you don't know why, you should probably read my description. I've asked myself, what is love? Who is God? What exactly does being a Christian mean to me? And I would like it if you also ask yourself those three questions and actually sat down and wrote answers to those questions that you have come up with. And we can talk about it and discuss it. And, if we disagree, that's perfectly all right. I like hearing other people's perspectives on everyday life and, how they feel about God, religion, even the changing seasons. I like to talk and listen to people and hear their stories about their lives. And I'm starting this page to hopefully do a year-long Bible study every week, posting a video of parts of the Bible that I've had questions about, and just about everyday life and what I found that the book tells me. In this video, if you will notice, I do use the King James Version of the Bible. And so I just wrote out my very own personal Bible study program and have done that because I have a learning disability. So that way it helps me understand what I'm reading. So if it helps someone else out there, that's great. If it helps no one, that's fine too. But I feel led to give it from my perspective so that people who do have trouble understanding, maybe it will help them dig deeper into it, or show them a way that they can research it and come up, with their own way of doing the research and comparing and looking at it from different angles. But hopefully you'll be able to find what you're looking for, just as I have. And like I said, the questions that have plagued me a lot here recently are, what does love really mean to me? What exactly is love? Who is God? what exactly does being a Christian mean to me as a Christian? So I want to know, what is love to you? Who is God to you? And what does being a Christian mean to you? Over the many conversations I've had with Jesus, these are just some of the answers that he gave me. If you're also looking for answers but don't have a relationship with him, then I hope you will ask him to reveal himself to you. And I'll pray that you personally will begin your own private relationship with him. For those that are dealing, with demons inside of yourself that makes you want to lash out or show hate towards me or anybody else just because I'm posting something on my beliefs, I really have something I want you to ask yourself. Why? Why are you so angry just by what someone else says? It's just words. You could simply change the video. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to listen to the words. You can just turn it off and be done with it. That just means it's not time for you to hear or understand what is being said. And I know still someone's gonna have to say something, and because that's just, they need to get that anger out of themselves. And I want you to understand that I've prepared myself to just say nothing at all when you do, because I know it's not about me, whatever you're going through. It's not about me. I'm just the person that's here that you can take it out on. And I'm okay with that. And I'm just going to do my best, and I'm going to pray for you that you find whatever it is you're needing. And I also know some will think I sound completely crazy. To some, nothing I say will make sense. Yet I also know that there are others out there that will remember or sense that there is some sort of truth in what I'm saying. And with that being said, let's get on with my answers. Love is listening to the important stuff. Things that are important to the person I'm talking to, and not because of my own feelings and selfishness. Still knowing that sometimes I will choose selfishness because I am not perfect. When I do mess up, I will have a conversation with Jesus, and he'll show me how I should have handled the situation out of love instead of not talking to him first and figuring out how that situation should be handled. I know that God comes to us in the form of Jesus because there is no way we can comprehend all that God is. God is everything good in this world. And we need to realize that God works through all of us to teach each other and be the support and love each other. And when we do choose to let Him in, He shows each of us things from our past. And He shows us He was always standing beside us the whole time, trying to get us to go in the right direction. He shows us the exact spot. We denied Him. And He reminds us of what happened because of a choice that He let us make by ourselves. And also an understanding that if we would have chosen Him at that point instead, we wouldn't have learned an important lesson about His love and grace. It's the reason that I don't want to give up on anyone else. I saw how many times I pushed Him away personally, and I saw how many times He stayed standing there quietly and not interfering in the choices that I chose to make. That's the free will that He gave to us. Love is good. Putting everyone you come in contact with first over yourself, no matter what they have done or they are doing at this exact moment. Because I've also done things. Instead, I listen to their story and I help them if I can. You have to choose several times daily. You choose to let God in. You choose to let Him guide you. His love is so kind. Listening to the people around you, truly listening to each other. When one struggles, be their strength. Love is not perfect. Sometimes it's hard because instead we put our own selfish needs first and don't think about each other's personal struggles. Love is life. Walking beside others and helping everyone around you out of pure love and knowing sometimes it's okay to disagree. Love is letting go of your ego, knowing that you don't always have to be right and that your way might not be the only way. Love is all the important things to you, and that's what important, realizing that what's important to the person next to you and immediately going to Jesus for words He wants you to tell them because they can't hear Him clearly enough. Love is understanding that not everyone is at the same place as you are spiritually, physically, mentally. They don't have the relationship with Jesus as you do. And they have different questions that they'll get the answers to. All they have to do is ask Him. It just is that first step of saying, if there really is a God, please come down and show yourself to me. Love is understanding that we each have knowledge that we can share that is good and it leads others to God. Love is everything. Love is God. This is part of who God is to me, but also knowing He is so much more than that. He teaches me daily by seeing the good in everyone, no matter what they are struggling with, and showing me how to share His love with others. Being a Christian, to me, is showing everyone that I come in contact with God's love, God's patience, God's grace, God's kindness, even if they don't have a relationship with Him, because they don't know Him. Ask them if they want to know Him, and respecting their free will to choose about learning who He is, understanding that I can't force anyone to choose, and for me to understand and know that some are never going to choose Him for reasons that aren't for me to understand. What I can do is pray to Him that He gives them enough time to find Him. I can forgive them because they don't have Him, so they don't understand just how much He truly loves them. I don't want to leave anyone behind. I don't want to watch anyone fall. I don't want to see anyone hurting. Remembering that knowing God exists and knowing that just because I believe He exists is different than having an actual relationship or communication with Him. Knowing that being a good person or even going to church every Sunday, it doesn't mean that at the end of time I will get to stay with Him, because I didn't choose to get to know Him. I didn't choose to talk to Him or let Him guide me. If I didn't choose to reach out and ask Him questions, if I chose to believe man's reasoning, so just saying I know who He is doesn't necessarily mean that I chose Him. I asked God what hell is really like, and He told me it's the dream that you have repeatedly as a child about being alone and free falling into the darkness while never landing. And that is you falling away from His love, which is a warming light, and you're surrounded by everyone who chose that light and that love. Hell is being alone in total darkness. Hell is never knowing His love for you and realizing there are no more chances to get to know Him. Hell is not knowing. Hell is emptiness. Hell is loneliness. And I don't want anyone to be alone, no matter what you've said or what you've done. I want everyone to experience the same love that I experience daily. And it hurts my heart that If people knew who God really, really was and communicated with Him daily and asked Him why things are the way they are, then people would get a deeper understanding. At the end of the day, it is your decision if you want to open that book, if you want to start that conversation, or if you don't. And I'm not here to force anybody to listen to me. I'm not here to say that I am right and you are wrong. I'm here to share my own story, and if there are others who want to learn or they learn like I do, then I want this to be a place where you can come and listen to God's word, ask questions, and if I don't know the answer, or if I don't understand, then we reach out and not be afraid to ask someone who is more knowledgeable, who has studied His words deeper. Because I am not perfect by far, and I don't judge anyone. I try my best not to. I'm not going to say I've never judged people, because I have, and I didn't realize that I was actually judging people or judging myself, or but I've done all of those things. I am not a perfect Christian. The only perfect Christian is Jesus. Everybody else falls short in some way, whether it be a little white lie, whether it be beating somebody up, whether it be taking your angers out on other people. You know, there's so many things that we don't think of as bad until after we see. And you can't have your eyes opened and see everything around you if you don't ask for someone to help open your eyes. If you don't ask someone to show you how to find the truth. And this isn't about me personally. That's why you will probably never see my face on this video. And then again, there might be times God leads me to put my face on there. But I hope that by listening to this, it may or may not have started your mind to thinking of how you feel about those three simple questions of what is love to you? Who is God to you? And what exactly does being a Christian mean to you? Whether you're religious or not religious, ask yourself those three questions. What have you, if you're not a Christian, what have you heard about God that is negative and changed your mind? Is it something somebody said that told you doing so and so was a sin and you're going straight to hell? Or in that moment that person was awful to you and saying those things, instead you should say, if there is a God, show me the truth. Anyway, I hope this video has helped someone. And my next video, I don't have my paperwork beside me, but I do have a 12-month Bible study program that I have written out for myself, and I will post maybe one video a week so that if you want to study with me, you can. And if you want to leave comments and tell me what that lesson, the answer to questions in that lesson, what your answers are, or where you found your information, or just working together to find answers and keep searching for the truth and sharing the truth with each other through love. Anyway, I'm going to cut this short, and I do hope you have a very blessed day.